So this side, the first stanza of Narayaniyam, the first Dasakam. You know that Narayaniyam is a wonderful text, and it has got every Dasakam, every Slokam has got lot of benefit and healing effect, and also fulfillment of the material wants and whatever doshas are lurking to stop the happenings, all that doshas will be removed. So Dasaka by Dasaka we have got importance, and moreover when it is taken as a religious Parayana singing program, after each Dasaka recitation there will be again puja, Mangalaharati, Naivedyam, and again introductory Mangala Sloka, and then they start. We have been doing that kind of Narayaniyam puja in our Kendra for the past several years, because we have a group of 40 people who are coming every year once or twice and sing some of the episodes of Narayaniyam, and they start around 9:30 and goes up to 1 o'clock, when all people whoever gathered will have the puja and prasadam and so on, and many people have got benefited about it. Therefore, we are doing the Kavya Narayaniyam not only for our academic interest and knowledge and improvement of knowing more and more about Bhagavata in a condensed manner, because Bhagavatam to read, it has got 18,000 slokas. 18,000 slokas means it will be long time for you. I am doing every day in Bhagavatam, and you see that 18,000 means it takes long time depending upon the amount of reading that you do per day, Parayanam. But anyway, this is a wonderful retelling of the Bhagavatam. Sandranandavabodhatmakam Anupamitam Kaladeshavadibhyam Nirmuktam Nityamuktam Nigamashata Sahasrena Nirbhasyamanam Aspashtam Drushtamatre punaha Urupurusharthatmakam Brahmatattvam Tattavadbhati Sakshat Guru Pavanapure Hanta Bhagyam Jananam. So Guru Pavanapure Sakshat Bhavati Narayana. He is just there present. When he is pratyaksham, when he is present, that means he is watching the go of life to all people upon the land, not only people, but also everything, every content of that. Therefore, the Guru Ayur Krishna specialized in giving lot of healing and cure and good health care by that Narayana, and so there are many people more popular in the Kerala area. Now we shall go to the 13th Dasaka about the Hiranyaksha Vadaha, because we have seen that when that Manu, Swayambhuva Manu was found that the earth is missing, he's asked to keep on creating, and when he creates the people, where should he place them? So the very source has been stolen, by the Rakshasa Hiranyaksha, And so it was complained, and then from the nose of nostrils of Brahmadeva, you know that small creature came out. That was Varaha, and it grew very big, so big that the entire ocean depth and water was just only knee deep to him. So big he grew, and he just searched with his nose and all, and he lifted that globe of the earth. And then, meanwhile, you know that our Narada is there. Narada is having admission any and everywhere. And in Telugu or elsewhere they say, Narado Kalahapriyaha. He loves quarrels. If two people are quarreling, it is an entertainment for him. If they are very friendly, he will go and introduce some such information or news that they become disturbed and they become active also. Therefore, Narada is a Maharshi and he has access to any and everybody, and his visit very happily invited and welcomed by all people. Now we see what happened, what is the Hiranyaksha Vadha, how it takes place. Madam, there is a small description of the fight between Hiranyaksha and this avatara of Mahavishnu, and it's interesting because the Rakshasas don't die very quickly, very easily. Though he is a Narayana and all that, he has to give full chance for the enemy, and when the enemy is willing, then only they can put their axe or a weapon and they can grab their life back. Because they're all very great people, even Rakshasas, they're all great bhaktas. And therefore, to deal bhaktas is a big matter of difficulty for the Narayana, because he is called Janardana. That's exactly where that Arjuna hits the head of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. You encourage me, Janardana, he uses the word. Janardana means he is neutral, he is unbiased. He cannot show any kind of bias to anybody. All people are same. Sarvam Jagannatham, we tell that. See, the Jagannatha is there in Puri, and there everybody has got absolute freedom. And therefore, Sarvam Jagannatham they call it. And Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatume is the prayer that Jagannatha must become Pratyaksham to my eyes. Nayana Pathagami. Nayana Patha is sight line, and he should come and stand before me. So that is the desire. And there are many great bhaktas who have had that kind of vision of Janardana. So it is a hard matter for Janardana to deal with the bhaktas and also to kill them, to end their avatar, to end their life and make them change to different things. Therefore, now we see the how this whole show goes like. Please repeat 2 times. Hiranyaksham tavatu varada.
Hiranyaksham tavatu varada. Hiranyaksham tavatu varada.
Bhavadanveshana param charantam.
Bhavadanveshana param charantam. Bhavadanveshana param charantam.
Sambarte payasi.
Sambarte payasi. Sambarte payasi.
Nija jagha parimite.
Nija jagha parimite. Nija jagha parimite.
Nija jangha parimite.
Nija jangha parimite. Nija jangha parimite.
Bhavad bhakto gatva.
Bhavad bhakto gatva. Bhavad bhakto gatva.
Kapatapatudhihi.
Kapatapatudihi. Kapatapatudihi.
Narada munihi.
Narada munihi. Narada munihi.
Shanairuche nandan.
Sanairuche nandan. Sanairuche nandan.
Danujamapi nindam stava balam.
Danujamapi nindam stava balam. Danujamapi nindam stava balam.
Samayavi Vishnuhu.
Mayavi Vishnuhu. Samayavi Vishnuhu.
Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim.
Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim. Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim.
Prabho Kashtam Kashtam.
Prabho Kashtam Kashtam. Prabho Kashtam Kashtam.
Kimidamiti Tena Bhigaditaha.
Kimidamiti tenabhigaditaha. Kimidamiti tenabhigaditaha.
Nadan Kwasau Kwasau iti.
Nadan kwasau kwasau iti. Nadan kwasau kwasau iti.
Samunina Darshita Patho.
Samunina darshitapato. Samunina darshitapato.
Bhavantam Samprapatu.
Bhavantam samprapadu. Bhavantam samprapadu.
Dharanidhara Mudyanta Mudakatu.
Dharanidhara mudyanta mudakatu. Dharanidhara mudyanta mudakatu.
So you have, in the last passage, second, we have seen he made a wonderful roar. And Varaha Avatar, Varaha Murti made a big roar and went on searching, ultimately he found the globe, the earth, and he lifted up and coming out. Meanwhile, our friend Narada, he wanted to tickle and go and inform that Hiranyaksha was happily enjoying entertainment in his own place. So now in the first sloka you observe, Hiranyaksham tavatu varada bhavadanveshana param. Varada is an addressal to Krishna. Varam dadati yaha saha varadaha. So he will always be granting the boons or fulfillment of wants. And so Narayana is always called Varada Narayana, Bhava Narayana, Badari Narayana. Like that we have so many Narayanas. And here is a Varada Narayana, Varada Hasta, Abhaya Hasta they will be having. Therefore, Varada, who is that? Hiranyaksham Bhavadanveshana Param. Param means engrossed. So he was engrossed in finding out where is that sound coming from, who is that great monster, like who is roaring so much in my area, in my region. Like that he was just searching. And not only searching, what he was doing? Charantam sambarte payasi nijajangha parimite. So for that Hiranyaksha Rakshasa, he was such a mighty personality. The whole ocean water was only a knee deep to him. Jangha is the knee deep water. You can imagine the size, something like the Kumbhakarna. And actually, this Brobdingnagian and Lilliputian, probably you must have all seen the novel Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. And the concept has been derived, probably taken from our. So Kumbhakarna and all these Rakshasas are terrible in their personality. And therefore, Nija, and how deep is the water? Nija Jangha Parimiti. Parimiti means limited. So the only knee-deep water it is for him. And that too, what kind of water it is? Sambarte, full of twirls, full of... so there are so many avartas inside, but he never minded. But he went on searching. And then what happened? Bhavad Bhaktaha, it's only tickling. You are devotee. Who is that Bhavad Bhaktaha? Kapata Patudhihi. Kapata Patu means cheating mind. Kapata is unreal, non-believable, unfaithful. So they speak so much, you believe their words. And they will be harming also. There's something like kapatapatu means something like backstabbing. So that kind of intelligence. So Narada is highly intelligent as to make people start quarreling. Therefore, he is intelligence. Even to make two people who do not know each other, rather who are not friendly or who don't know anything, but to make them come together in a battle or a combat is also a great skill. Ordinarily people don't fight and they will ignore. But here there is a chance because of the intelligence of this Kapatapatu. What is the name? Narada Muni. Look at the word Muni. Muni is a sage, Maunam, and he is such a elevated and tapasvi by name Narada. You know, Narada, Nara is knowledge, Da is provider. So Narada, he spreads knowledge of Narayana, knowledge of it. That's why wherever Narada goes, there will be Narayana Smriti. And that kind of Narayana Smriti has been taken up as a matter of practice by all sannyasins, because they all want to, next step after sannyasa is only moksha. Because we have, 4 ashramas. That sannyasa ashrama, vanaprastha, sannyasa. When once you go to sannyasa, there will be a tyaga. No attachment, absolutely howsoever. Even small, not an iota of it. If you have got any iota of attachment or liking or likes and dislikes, then you don't deserve to be a pakka sannyasi. There are hundreds of pseudo sannyasis by name. That's what you call sannyasi bruvas are there. But true sannyasis do not have any. And in Bhagavatam, our Vyasa Bhagavan gives a beautiful comparison. How like a bird which leaves that net or what you call its own house upon the tree in which it lived and it made samsaram or family, it flies away, not at all bothered about the tree or the home that it has made, absolutely happily it flies off. That is the mark of detachment. Can we afford? You will always be telephoning to take care of our house, as we are also doing. So bird is an important thing. A Patshi has got such a sannyasa or vairagya or detachment that it will not bother at all about its place. Like that, Narada is also such a Patu sannyasi or Muni. And what happened? Danujam Shanaihi Uche Nandan. See, Narada is always a happy boy, happy man. He never cries, he never complains. He only takes the message. That's why Nandan, happy. When this Hiranyaksha was bothered in order to find out his enemy or somebody who has made such a roar, he was with a great depression, anxiety and all that. But our Narada is not at all concerned with the worry of that other. And therefore, Nandan, he went on smiling and with all happy mood. What did he just go? Not any, while communicating, he has not shown any anxiety or fear. That is most important. Something like Hanuman speaking to Ravanasura in the public council or in the hall. You never see Hanuman showing an iota of fear. He might express for himself, but he never shows the fear of. That's exactly why we have to remember the character of Hanuman or even Rama. I mean, these are all the noble characters who are depicted in the literature who become the role model for us. See, that's why Shanaihi Uche, as though he has nothing, just gave the news. Shanaihi means slowly, surreptitiously spoke to him, that too with all smiling face. What did you say? He went on decrying the strength of you. You are a great, O Mahavishnu, you are a very high, great person, intelligent and warrior. But what he is telling, looked at Narayana. He's a weak fellow. He has no strength at all. See, tava balam nindan. Ninda is opposite of stuti. Stuti means praise. Don't think that always people praise us. There are more people who scold us, criticize us, and comment on us than those who praise you. Therefore, Ninda and Stuti, both are hand in hand, they go. But Ninda is done by people who do not like her or who want others to attack you, something like that. Ninda. Adana chadi hededi, chadi antaru. Chadi chappadanlo, the officers get influenced about it. No carrying that. So Nindan tava balam. Danujam api nindan. So he not only he scolded God Vishnu, also he scolded that Hiranyaksha. What a stupid you are! You don't know. And he talking about that. So that kind of dialogue is there between Narada and Hiranyaksha. What he said in the second sloka, you see how Narada represents. This is the speech of Narada in second one. He says, Samayavi Vishnuhu Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumati. Please repeat one time. You will get punya also. Please repeat. Samayavi Vishnuhu.
Samayavi Vishnuhu.
Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumati.
Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumati.
Prabho Kashtam.
Prabho Kashtam.
Imidam iti. Tena bhigaditaha. So look at it. Saha Mayavi Vishnuhu Bhavadiyam Vasumatim Harati. Hey, that Vishnu, who is a Mayavi, Mayalodu, that is, you cannot understand the behavior of Vishnu, and he will always be cheating. He is a thief. He will cheat. He's a cheater. He's a robber. He's a plunderer. He's a hopeless fellow. That's what it is want to say. Something like in Rudram, in the third Anuvaka, Rudra has been described as a big thief. And even Krishna is also a big thief. That's why you say, Andaru Dongale. All people are thieves. Otherwise, they cannot survive. So life is like that. So he is telling that Bhavadiyam Vasumati. Actually, Vasumati is the wife of Vishnu. Bhudevi, Sri Devi. So what did Hiranyaksha do? He has kidnapped the wife of Vishnu. And Ravana kidnapped the wife of Rama, Vishnu, and Sita. So the kidnapping, if at all they want to die or they want to have some supremacy, these Rakshasas attack the wives and kidnap them, imprison them, and they try to get themselves killed. That's the avatara philosophy, tattvam, which you see in that. You can take any avatara. All avatars have come into vogue by Mahavishnu because there is some kind of plundering, some kind of kidnapping, some kind of harming, all that is there. And so to say that the world is full of that first, next to only protection. As you have seen, Brahmadeva, when Vishnu was reclining on a serpent bed, what he did, just got the permission orally and created all evil, disease, fever, all negativity first. And he stopped, fortunately, at one point. It was something like a Pandora box. See, a Pandora box written, don't open. But with the moment you see the note, don't open, your curiosity level increases. What would happen? So that Pandora box was opened by that lady of the Prometheus. And then the diseases have come. That's the concept of how the evil spread in the world. But here also, the Narada went and then said, your Vasumati. Actually, it belongs to Vishnu, but he has kidnapped and he is holding it. Therefore, in a very tickling manner, he has to make that fellow feel Bhavadiyam Vasumati. That Vasumati belonging to you. What is it doing? Harati. Harati means stealing away, snatching away, depriving you, having that. Therefore, Harati Bhavadiyam. Then he only adds a comment. When such kind of custom happened to him, Prabho, kashtam kimidam. You are a happy fellow. You have got so many boons and you are very stronger than Mahavishnu, and all gods are afraid of you. But in spite of all that, what is this custom that came to you? It cannot come to you because kim kashtam iti abhigaditaha. Abhigadita means going closer to him and boldly telling the irritating news. See, one must require courage to tell unhappy news that will irritate them, that will make them angry. But Narada is such an intelligent fellow. That's why kapata patudhihi. Patutva means skill. Kapata is mosa. Dhihi is vision or the intelligence. So abhigaditaha, you went close and then told him, Ayo, kashtam, your Vasumati has been stolen by that Mayavi Vishnu. And then he becomes very angry. And next two lines, please repeat. Nadan kwasau viti samunina darshita pathaha.
Nadan kwasau iti samunina darsita pado.
So that fellow was roaring. Nadan means highly sound, roaring with the expression asau kwa. You just take the other way. Then now you understand. Asau means Vishnu. Kwa is where. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He was shouting. Then Narada told him, don't shout. I'll show you the way where you can find him. So Darsita Patha. Patha is Marga. So he was that UPS, GPS, I think. So I don't know. So he will show the direction towards which he should go to find out that Vishnu, who is holding still that earth in his hand. Darsita Pataha. Now Bhavantam Saprasamprapa. So please. Bhavantam Samprapa.
Bhavantam Samprapatu. Samprapat dharanidharam udyantam udakat.
Correct. Dharanidharam udyantam udakatu. So, dharanidharam udyantam udakat. So, udaka is the water. From the water, uddharati, udyamantam means he is just lifting away. And from the, what is that he is doing? Dharanidharam. See, dharani is earth, Bhudevi. Bhumir dharani lokadharini. In Bhusukta I have not taught you. I have to teach you the Bhusuktam. Bhumir dharani lokadharini. Udhrutasi mahahena. Krishnena sadabahuna. Like that our Veda. That means say that this that dharani uddharana is a concept which you find in the Vedas themselves. And the name Dharani, because she is the bearer. She is tolerant enough. Any and everything she tolerates. Because all those who are there upon the earth are her children. So that is what Dharani. So what is a Udyantam? He is trying to lift that earth up with his nose, and that in that state of condition or in that plight, that Rakshasa Samprapat, Bhavantam Samprapat, that is, he went near that Vishnu who was holding the Vasumati over his nostril and trying to elevate and take it away. So that he has got out of the waters. Vishnu as the Varaha Murti was in water, but he was having Dharani with him and earth in his nose. And at that critical hour, this Rakshasa met him, and then there was a fight. Look here, third sloka. Aho arinyoyam mrugahayati.
Aho aranyoyam mrugahaiti. Aho aranyoyam mrugahaiti.
Hasantam bahutaraihi duruktaihi.
Hasantam bahutaraihi duktaihi. Hasantam bahutaraihi duktaihi.
Duruktaihi.
Ruduktaihi.
Vidyantam.
Vidyantam. Vidyantam.
Iti sutam avagnaya bhagavan.
Iti sutam avagnaya bhagavan. Iti sutam avagnaya bhagavan.
Mahim društva damstra sirasi.
Mahim društva damstra sirasi. Mahim društva damstra sirasi.
Chakitam svena mahasa.
Chakitam svena manasa. Chakitam svena manasa.
Payodhavadhaya.
Payodavadaya. Payodavadaya.
Prasabham.
Prasabham. Prasabham.
Udayuktha mrudhavidau.
Mudayungda mrudavidau. Mudayungda mrudavidau.
So, after all, he cited our Vishnu in Varaha Murti. At first sight, he thought, hey, what is this? Aranyoyam Mruga. It is just a forest animal. Narada said something different. So, why should I bother about it? That's what he went on laughing. Bahutaraihi hasantam. And also, Durukta, say, Aranyoyam Mrugaha. It's only a Mruga. It is not a man or Vishnu or anything like that. Like that, he had a very lenient outlook. He never rushed and pounced on that, because when it is an animal, he has that is no matter to him at all. Therefore, hasantam bahutaraihi. He went on laughing in many, many manners. Then duruktaihi vidyantam. And also, he was torturing with words that particular animal which was walking away. And durukti, sadukti. Sadukti is subhashitam, durukti is durbhashitam. So he was chiding that particular person going away, but in animal form. Then Diti Sutaha. So he is a Diti Putra. That is, Kasyapa Prajapati had two wives, Aditi and Diti. So all the children born to Diti are called Daityas. All children born to Aditi, they are called Adityaha. So, but they are cousins, no doubt. But between brothers, there is always tug of war. And the Asuras or the Rakshasas are stronger. Every time they were driving the Rakshasas, Devas away, and there was a problem. And that kind of problem for Rakshasas, commonality of problem for Rakshasas as well as Devas. At least to solve the problem, people come together. See, when there are occasions when the enemies come together and work out solutions. So here also Daityas and Devas came together, went to Vishnu, got the idea they should churn the ocean. So like that, that's a solution. So Diti Sutaha, Diti's son, that Hiranyaksha, what did he do? Bhagavan Avagnaya. So he that Bhagavan, Vishnu, Avagnaya means not caring, indifferent. So being indifferent to the cries or roars of that Hiranyaksha and also bad language that Hiranyaksha employed, he never cared them, ignored them. What did he do? Mahim društva damshtra sirasi chakitam svena mahasa. So chakitaha means surprised. That Hiranyaksha was surprised that because of his extreme power, Svena Mahasa, and Damstra Sirasi Mahim Društva. Sirasi means at the tip, at the beginning point of the nostril. So at the tip of the nose, he found earth being carried or borne by him. Mahim Društva Chakitaha. So he was so much surprised. How is it possible? The entire earth has been borne, has been held by this Mruga. That's why Mrugavataras are there for Vishnu, and they are fed up with Mrugavatara. Narsimhavatara is Mruga, and this Varahavatara is Mruga, and again the Matsyavatara is Mruga. So like that we have got all Mrugavataras, animal first, man next. That's the concept of creation. So what he did, Društva Damstra Siras. Damstra are the teeth, a special protruding teeth, because Damstra itself is a great powerful tearing capacity teeth. So at the top of it, he was having that Mahi. And what did he do? He wanted to stop the fellow. When Narayana is stealing and going away, keeping that earth, entire earth over his nose, over his damstras or protruding teeth, then he wanted to stop. What did he do? This is solution. Payodhavadhaya prasabham udayuntha mrudavidhau. Just like throwing the mud balls against the person who is stealing or who is doing some monstrosity. Like that, there is no mud there in the ocean. So what he did was, he just took up a large amount of waters and threw towards that Mruga in order to stop. Payodhavadhaya prasabham udayuntha. Mrudha is mud. So as you throw the mud away, so he went on throwing the waters. I hope you understood the whole sloka and also the meaning of the words. And payodhau, payodhi is the ocean. Avadhaya, payodhau avadhaya, prasabham, quickly, immediately, jaditi, not wasting any time. Because Rakshasas, especially with regard to enemies, they will be alert. That's why in our scriptures, you have a lot of descriptions about the Rakshasas and their speed in doing the cheating and harming people, himsa, etc. So the word prasabham is very much quick. Quickly, there was that kind of mruda vidhau. Now read. Gadapanau daitye.
Gadapanau daitye. Gadapanau daitye.
Tvamapi hi gruhitonnatagado.
Tvamapi hi gruhitonnatagado. Tvamapi hi gruhitonnatagado.
Niyuddhena kridan.
Niyuddhena kridan. Niyuddhena kridan.
Ghata ghata ravodghushta.
Ghata ghata ravodgushta. Ghata ghata ravodgushta.
Viyata.
Viyata. Viyata
Ranalokautsukyam
Ranalokautsukyam Ranalokautsukyam
Milati Surasangaihi
Nilati Surasangaihi Nirati Surasangaihi
Dhrutamamam Nirundhya
Dhrutamamum Nirundhyaha Dhrutamamum Nirundhyaha
Sandhyataha Prathamamiti
Sandhyataha Pradhamamiti Sandhyataha Pradhamamiti
Dhatra Jagadishe.
Datra Jagadishe Datra Jagadishe.
So from here you see how the war took place between Hiranyaksha and Mahavishnu, and a short description. Otherwise, generally the war description will be tremendous. For example, in Durga Saptati and in Mahabharata and in Ramayana, you have got the Yuddha Varnana. And here also there is, because it's a kavya, actually kavyas must have varnanas. 18 varnanas must be there, and then only it is declared as a, or recognized as a kavya or a literary composition. Therefore, here also the war episode is there between them. So Daitye Gadapanau, please repeat. Daitye Gadapanau.
Daitye Gadapanau
Tvamapi hi gruhitonnatagado.
Tvamapi hi gruhitonnatagaho gado.
So then he turned back and looked at the Daitya, that fellow, and he was having a big mace in his hand. Gadapani, Pinakapani, Chakrapani, I hope you understand. So in the hand, you have the weapon. So in actually, all Gada is the immediate ready weapon that they would be having. And so the instrument, so Gada, the Daitya was having a Gada. And then looking at him having the Gada, he also took one powerful, strong, Unnata Gada. Unnata means strongest Gada. He also took in his hand. So then the fight between these two people began with Gada Yuddha. There are so many modes of fight. Gada Yuddha, Buddhi Yuddha, then Mushti Yuddha. Then you have got the Dhanu employing Dhanus, or Asi Yuddha. Like that, there are almost all the weapons are employed, and all the soldiers are very good experts in employing. You know that, I don't know, sometime back I saw Anjaneya Swami, so Gada was found in Sri Lanka when the excavation was done by the archaeological people, quite deep. And it is reported the Anjaneya Swami's mace weighed 500 kgs gold. That Kerala government must have only owned that. So that was because the person who found it cannot afford to keep it with him. He has to complain and he has to report, and then that goes to the government. That's why Vitten Rupalat Bhayam. Whenever there is a money, the government will take away that, confiscate. That's exactly the law in olden days. In Abhignana Sakuntalam, Kalidasa tells the same thing. When Dushyanta Maharaja Chakravarti, he had no child at all. Then he had two worries as expressed by Kalidasa. One, that there would not be anybody to make Pitrukriya, Pinda Pradhana and Arghya and Tarpana Pradhana after him to do to his departed parents. There was nobody. That was one grievance. And another grievance was that all my property will be taken away by my enemies, and there is nobody, and that's why that will be misuse of my property. Like that, This is the whole thing when there is no continuation. Therefore, here also, Gruhita Unnata Gadaha. Aya, you also, Narayana, Krishna, you also took a Gada. So, his mace, your mace, fighting began. In that fight, what happened? There was Niyuddhena Kridan. So both of them have fixed themselves up to have the Gada Yuddha. And how was the Gada Yuddha? When Gada beat, there is a terrible sound coming. And that sound is being characterized here, Ghata Rava. Rava means the sound, Shabdam. So Ghata, ghat. So that is you can imagine, Hasi, the kind of sound that comes this is called as Shabdanukruti. Is also a Kavya Lakshana, Shabdanukruti. Otherwise, in English, they call it onomatopoeia. That is trying to produce. That's why it has no meaning, only sounds. Ghata, Ravod, Gushta, Vyata, where Vyata in the Akasham. So, Shabda Gunakam, Akasham. What is sky? Sky is having the character of sound. And sound is produced because of the sky. Therefore, there was in the sky a great sound filling up as and how the two maces came into touch and fight. Ranalokau Tsukyan Milati. Yes, repeat please.
Ranalokan Sukyan Nimilati.
Ranalokau Tsukya. Lokau Tsukyan Milati.
Ranalokau Sukyan Milati.
Surasangaihi Dhrutamamam.
Surasangaihi Dhrutamamam.
Nirundhyaha Sandhyataha.
Nirundhyaha Sandhyataha.
Prathamamiti.
Pradhamamiti.
Dhatra Jagadishe.
Dhatra Jagadishe.
So, both of them, they are Gadapanis, and so the fight went on, and when they are fighting with the Gada, there was the sound, onomatopoeia, that Ghata. So that is musical sound. Even war is also a music program. So, that's why it is called a Bana Nada, Bana Dhvani. And there is a saying in Sanskrit, that Banadhanau Anadhyayaha. I hope you are taking down notes. Banadhanau Anadhyayaha. So when Banadhvani is there won't be educational institutions functioning. Holiday. All people have to declare holiday, more so the learning. That's why, so Bana. And again, another meaning of that is that Bana is a Mahakavi in Sanskrit. He wrote 2 kavyas, prose books, to understand which very hard, very tough language, Ojo Guna Mandita. So, Ghata, Rava, Udgushta, Vyata. Vyata is Akasa. Where because of Akasa, because of the Vayu, you are able to hear the sounds in the nature. Then Ranaloka Atsukyatu Surasangham Dhrutamamam. So all the gods wanted to witness the fight between these two, that's Hiranyaksha and Paramatma. So they all came as witnesses to see how the war will go. That's why do they come? Rana Autsukya Kautuhala. So they had Utsukata, means anxiety, enthusiasm, and they wanted to see that. So and Milati Surasingha. Surasangha is the groups of gods. They all gather there, and so then there is a prayer, oh God, quickly, Sandhyataha Nirundhyat Prathamam iti Dhatra Jagadishe. So there should be Nirundhya, stoppage before Sandhya, that kind of war. And there should be Mangalya or happiness to all people on the ground. Now the fifth, I hope you understood that. Gadonmade
Gadonmade
Tasminstava Khalu Gadayam
Tasminstava Kalu Gadayam
Diti Bhuvo
Diti Bhuvo
Raghatat Bhumau
Gadadghata Bhumau
Jatati Patitayam Ahabho
Jhatati Patitayam Mahabo
Ahabho Mrudusmerasyatvam
Mrudusmerasyatvam
Tanuja Kula Nirmulana Chalam
Danuje Nirmulana Chanam
Mahachakram Smrutva
Mahachakram Smrutva
Karabhuvi Dadhano
Karabhuvi Dadano
Ruruchishe.
Ruruchishe
Say Ruruchi. So Ruruche means Rochamanava. You just Rochamanavaha. That is, you shone brilliantly in the war, and you made that Mahachakram, Sudarshan Chakra, to come and occupy his hand with which he can kill the Rakshasa. Now look at the meaning. Mrudusmerasyatvam. You are one keeping a smiling face, very soft and attractive. And Danuja Kula Nirmulana Chadam. You are highly skilled in order to put out the Danujas, the Rakshasas who are disobedient and who do not practice all that. Therefore, he said that, what did you Mrudu smara tvam Danuja Kala Nirmulana Chadam Mahachakram Dadhanaha Karabhuvi Smrutva Ruruchishe. So he was wearing that Sankha in his hand, and with that grand look, he shone forth very much. So today we stop here because 5 slokas we covered, and we'll continue in the next week, Saturday. So you understand. So here, first was the Gada Yuddha, and in the Gada Yuddha, Narayana has not shown any difference. Absolutely strong, bold, courageous fighting. And the inauguration of the war was with the Gada Yuddha. So Mrudusma, and moreover, they should smile. They invite the enemy, and so Mrudusmerasyatvam. Asya means face. So you cut a face with a soft, attractive, gracious smile. And Danuja Kula Nirmulana Charam. Who is this? Maha Vishnu is a Mahachakram Smrutva. So when Gada fighting was over, he just remembered Sudarsana Chakra, that disc, unique one, and then Karabhu Vidadhano Ruchishe. So he just imbibed the presence of Sudarshan Chakra and hold it on his hand, and with that Sudarshan Chakra he shone forth very much. So, well, going on, and this is how the advent of Nrsimha, Varaha Avatara comes up, and all avatars are there. And at the end of each avatara, there are always people, devotees, sitting near them and doing a lot of service to them. So that's a beautiful Narayaniyam. And because there is a link, you can just try to log in and see that what information they give. Please repeat Om Tat Satu.